Good evening, everybody. My name is Edna Chery. I'm pretty sure you already know my name. I am from Haiti, was born and raised in Haiti. My father was an artist, but I never wanted to be an artist because I heard somebody talking about artists and in a very derogatory manner, and I didn't like what they said because that person said, "Oh, all the artists are losers." So from early on, I'm like, this is not for me. So I was a dancer, but not an artist. I played theater, not an artist. So to me, art, it was painting. It was if you're a painter. So I did play in some movies, theaters, dancing, and everything, you name it, but never wanted to touch that part of the art. But sometimes, art catches you a certain way. So at a moment of my life where I was really down, I've lost someone really dear to me, my son, and I was lost. I grew up seeing my brother painting because my father has initiated him to painting, but I've never tried. And one day, in my despair, I was at my brother's house, and he says, "Okay, let's go out with me." I'm like, "No, I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay here and don't talk to anybody." He says, "Yeah, let's go. We are doing something. We have to put up an art show. So you come and give us a hand. Just hang the painting for us. At least you can do that." I'm like, I was really grumpy, didn't want to do it. But at the end, I'm like, okay, all right. So I went with him with no interest, nothing. And I started hanging, painting, and looking at that painting. And I'm like, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can try, but didn't say anything. So I went home and I decided to go to a art supply and purchase something, and I said, let me try. And it was really, really that's what I call my, how do you say that, my therapy. Because when they asked me to go to therapy, I said, no, I didn't want to. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to say anything about it. I didn't even want to see people who know me before, so they don't ask me any question, just in case they didn't know about the event, and they come and ask me about the family. And so that was like, So when I get there, when I touch that brush, and I spent the entire day, didn't even realize that I was with that brush in my hand. And next day, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's like I'm doing something that's captivating, and I've been doing it, and this is how I came out. This is how I become me again. So I can say that art saved me. So this is my explosion of joy, as you can see here.
Where the sound becomes the paint.
Yes. It's all vibration coming out of the drum. It's like...
That's great.
And the drum is in the heart of that woman, inside of her.
That's what art does.
Yes. Over here, this is a snow. It was a snow day. Really, you can see. And I look at my neighbor's house across the street, And I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. Maybe I should paint that. And this is how that painting came out. But it's really, really cold. You can see outside is cold. But inside the house, it's warm. There is something, there is life inside. It's not just plain cold everywhere. And over here, this is my duality. I call it duality because you can see it's a man and a woman together, but we are one, but we're not the same. We're the same, but different. And also here, there's an explosion that is beauty, love, and all this combination in here. You can see the love. You can see creation through this one here, and a lot of life. This one is the morning. It's not a crepuscule, but it's really, the sun is coming out in the valley. I remember when I was a little girl, we have a little city in my country called Savannette. And I've been there once for vacation. And I remember, I still have in my head the bell of the church ringing early morning. And when I look deep down in the valley, you can see the smoke coming and all the trees around. So this is about what is here early morning. You see, it's not the daylight. You can see there's not a lot of light on the trees, and the light are coming from behind the little mountain here.
That's a beautiful frame also for it.
Oh, thank you.
It picks up the mountains and
yeah, because there's a mountain and there's and inside that little city is so beautiful.
It's like the church is the heart of the city.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That piece over here, I call it the rapture. This is our souls going up. I cannot paint the soul as soul, so I had to represent them as people, because they embody people. The soul lives inside them. So this is my interpretation of the rapture. All the souls that go in together, going up towards the light. You can see the light. So they are going to the light. And over here is my little baby. That baby was born right before my grandson. My daughter was pregnant and was about to deliver. And a couple months before I created that painting, and I called it In the Arm of God, because you can see the peace. Everything, you can see darkness, you can see lightning, all these things, but the baby is still at peace. Still sleeping. Even been hit by the lightning, but he didn't lose his peace. He's still at peace, sleeping.
That's a wickedly cute piece.
And we were wondering about the lightning when we saw it.
Yes, yeah.
And Enzo.
This one is the flying drum dance. Again, the lady with the drum. That's me dancing there. Yeah, she is outside and there's no drum beating, but she have the drum in her heart. And that's why you see the drum is all around her. There's no real drum beating at that time. It's inside, and you can see all this.
So why did you decide to make this the cover of this exhibition?
Maybe because it's a little me inside of that lady.
That's why the fashion is there on her.
Yes, you can see the fashion too, because I'm a fashion designer. So I created a beautiful outfit for her. And she's a dancer as I am, and she loves the drums, so it's all me.
It's a good representation.
A good representation of who I am. Oh. Okay, that piece is called Forever Yours. I don't know if you have been able to see what it is before I tell you what it is.
I saw a marriage, like a wedding.
A couple.
Different generation.
Yeah, this is a couple sitting here, but you just see this part of the guy and the two hands. This is a man sitting here. You see his leg, his shirt over here, and the lady is on this side, and you can just see her skirt and her arm coming where she hugged the man. But you can see they've been there together for a long time by looking at their hands.
Right.
This is not young hands, you know. They travel the times together. So I call it Forever Yours.
Does that represent a moment in your life?
The moment in my life?
Does that represent things, a moment in your life, something?
No, not really, because I come across a picture, and I was looking at the picture, but the picture didn't mean anything to me. And I focus on the hand. I'm like, oh, that is beautiful. I like the hand more than everything else in that picture. She didn't have that bracelet, but I make sure that I put a bracelet, because the bracelet means something. The little heart in the bracelet, it's a love significance, you know? And over here, we have two fishermen. You know, back home, they don't fish. They do sometimes. Some of people do, but most people, most fishermen, they just have a little canoe, and they do they pull the little net by themselves. And this is what is happening there. They are pulling the net. This is two strong Haitian guys, and they are pulling the net. And over here too, the next one, the one next to it, it's a little boat of that guy going fishing. He's just sitting there waiting for his net. You see this one over here? You can come closer. That one here. And here is it's a promenade at the park. 3 little boys, my grandsons for sure, playing by the water. Yeah.
So those are the grandchildren, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Force them in the canvas.
Yeah. They have to be somewhere. And here is Malaika. Malaika is the daughter of Charles Lucien, that you may know, the founder of HAM, one of the founders of HAM, Haitian Artists Assembly of Massachusetts. So this is his daughter that I dressed and painted.
Beautiful.
Very queen.
Yeah. And that gentleman over here,
It's famous.
it's a famous guy, so I know everybody knows him. Nelson Mandela. And this one is a soon-to-be famous young lady. Her name is Cam Cynthia. Yeah. She is a dancer, she is a cineast, she just released a movie, and there's another one coming out, and she's an actress, so I catch her before she's famous.
Is that charcoal?
Yes, this is charcoal. And over here, it's one Haitian young lady from the countryside. You know, in the countryside, they don't have problem smoking, you know? And she is smoking. I don't know what is going on in her head as she puffing that.
She's thinking that.
But she's in deep reflection too. You can, yes, absolutely. And you can see the smoke. It's like all over her. It's a thought. What's around her, it's not just the smoke, but it's her thought that I try to frame her inside. Her thought. And again, that gentleman here is also smoking a cigar. Over here, this is a Haitian lady. She's selling her goods, a fruit lady. She's just selling goods.
And that's the painting that went into the book. Of
The book,
Haitian
yes,
Artists
yes.
Assembly of
Yes,
the
this is it.
mind-reading colors.
Yes, yeah. And the next one is my sister-in-law who took a nice picture at the beach, and she was showing me, and before Noah, I have her on the canvas. And this one, those are two ladies as a water shoot, and they are doing their laundry. Because back home in the countryside, we don't have this machine, and they just do laundry by hand. That's what they're doing here. So, thank you very much. So, you can go around and thank you.